Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to NIEVS Home School. I'm Samina Akhter, Assistant Teacher of English of National Idol English Version School. Today I'm going to take a BGS class for the students of class 9 and our topic is Assignment 1. Look. So we are going to discuss the assignment that you have got this week, and this is the lecture number 5, okay. So let's see the assignment first, okay dear students. So look here, the assignment, the title of the assignment is History of Emergence of Bangladesh. Okay, you have to write it on the cover page of your assignment. History of Emergence of Bangladesh, and this is from chapter 1 and 2. Okay, so here are the learning outcomes. You'll be able to explain the background and significance of the language movement, and then you can explain the impact of the election of in 1954 of the Yukto Front, then explain the significance of the historic 6-point demands, and finally you will be able to analyze the importance of the oration of 7 March in achieving the liberation of Bangladesh. So the steps or the guidelines for writing the assignment are, so you have to write an article, okay. So in this article you have to mention the following things. First, you have to mention the background of and significance of the language movement in 1952, then the election of 1954 of the Yukto Front, then the significance of the historic 6 points demand, okay, and you have to mention the 6-point demands also. Number 4, significance of the oration of 7 March or the historic speech of 7 March. So dear students, we are going to see how you are going to answer this assignment or write this assignment. So look here. In this page I have given some ideas that how you can prepare the assignment. Here first you can give an introduction, okay. In the introduction you can write the topics of your assignment, how Bangladesh has emerged as a liberated independent country through much struggle, okay, and then the main points like the background and significance of the language movement, okay. So the background and significance of the language movement, you can include the following points, okay. These things you can include, like first you can say that the debate on the issue of the official language of Pakistan arose even before the birth of Pakistan. Okay, so this issue is even before the creation of Pakistan. And then you can write about the formation of Tamadun Mujlis in September, how it was a cultural organization, and it was formed at the University of Dhaka, headed by Professor Abul Qasim on September to 1947, okay. So next you can give the point about the formation of Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad in December 1947 and its reformation on 2nd March 1948, okay. In 1947, when people from all walks of life wanted Bangla to be their state language, then Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad was formed. Then there were many protests regarding the state language, and in 1948 also, when in Gana Parishad, Bangla was the appeal to make Bangla as a state language was rejected. Then in 1948, Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad was reformed again. Okay, then call for Bangla Language Day was observed on 11 March, and protesters including Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib were arrested while demonstrating with slogans, "We want Bangla as the state language." Okay, so these events you can include. Then upon the protest of people, finally when Pakistan saw no other way out, Khaja Nazimuddin, the Chief Minister of Pakistan, signed the agreement with the Rashtrabhasha Sangam Parishad. Okay, so he momentarily agreed, but the problem arose again when Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the Governor General of Pakistan, declared in a public meeting that he declared that Urdu and only Urdu shall be the state language of Pakistan. Okay, and he declared it on March 24, 1948. Okay, so students directly protested against his declaration. Then you can write that a general call for strike on 21st February 1952 was declared after Khaja Nazimuddin announced Urdu the state language of Pakistan. Okay, so finally on 21st February there was a strike, there was a plan for strike, but when students gathered and they observed the strike, at one point the Pakistani army opened fire on the students. Okay, when there was a violation of section 144, police opened fire on the protesters. Then in this firing, Abul Barkot, Jabbar, Rafiq, Salam and others became martyrs. And also on 22nd February, Shafiur Rahman became a martyr due to the police assault on the morning session. Right, so you can add these things. Finally, on 1956, Bangla was included in the Constitution of Pakistan, and Pakistan government was compelled to recognize Bangla as one of the state languages. Okay, so in the background of the movement, language movement, you can write all these points, and then you have to write the significance of language movement. Okay, you have to write the significance. In the significance, you can say that the language movement was the primary step to develop Bengali nationalism, and it united the Bengalis for the first time, and the Bengalis realized the significance of politics, economy, education, okay, and culture of their own to be recognized as a nation. Okay, so this language movement was a solid foundation for Bangladesh emerging as an independent country. Okay, you can write all these things in your own language in the significance of language movement. Then according to the question of the assignment, you have to write about the election of Yukta Front in 1954. Okay, here you can write the reason behind the formation of Yukta Front and the comprising 4 parties. Okay, how did the Yukta Front formed? Because after the ruling party Muslim League did not take any initiative to form the central and provincial government for a long time, the Awami League decided to form Yukta Front. Okay, so Yukta Front was a joint form of 4 parties. Okay, it comprised 4 parties. The 4 parties were the the Awami League, the Krishok Shromik Party, the Nizami Islam, and the Ganotantri Dol. Okay, these are the 4 parties, and you have to write the result of the election also. How many seats did Juktafront get in the election? Okay, you have to write that, and how the result of the election showed that people wanted autonomy. Okay, people of East Pakistan wanted the autonomy for themselves. Then in the next point you can write the significance of the 6-point demand. In the significance of the 6-point demand, you can write the background of the 6-point demands, why Bangabandhu came forward with the 6-point demands, and also you have to mention the 6-point demands. At least 4 points you have to mention. Okay, at least 4 points. Okay, so at last you have to write the significance of the speech of 7 March. Okay, so why did Bangabandhu gave the speech of 7 March? You have to write that. As the speech of 7 March is it is an immortal speech for the people aspiring freedom, and it is actually the formal call for independence by Bangabandhu. Okay, in this speech he actually highlighted the strategy of war, ways to face enemies, resisting technique, etc. Okay, so you have to write the contents of the speech also. Okay, what did he actually said in the speech? Okay, you have to write in short in your own words, and then you have to give a short description of the journey from the 7th March, from the speech of 7th March towards the victory of Bangladesh. Okay, in this journey you can mention these points like the mass killing of 25th March, then the declaration of independence on 26th March, then the journey towards the victory through 9-month-long struggle. Okay, here you can mention the formation of Mujibnagar government. Okay, how the war was conducted, okay, through guerrilla warfare. These things you can write. Then finally you can give a conclusion and end the assignment. So here, dear students, I hope you will write the assignment properly, and you will include all the points that are needed to include. So I will be waiting for your assignment, and I hope you will be all safe and sound. Thank you.